Ladies and gentlemen, it's 6:30 and welcome to the Finance Committee meeting of the City of Hudson for Monday, August 17th. I'll call the meeting to order. First order of business is discussion, possible action on minutes of August 3rd. Is there any changes or addition?
I'll move to approve the minutes.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I believe you have a new sheet on your table with our claims is the next order of business. The amounts are the same, but there's the change in, well, it's the same, I think.
One of the funds that was paid from.
Yeah.
Just put on the wrong line.
Okay. So I'll make a motion to approve the claims in the amount of $609,295.95.
Second.
Any discussion on that?
One quick question, and for the record, there was a line item, I showed Neil Tires Pros from the fire department for $1,800. I'm just wondering if we have one place we do our tire changing or whatnot, just,
I don't believe it's one place. I'll confirm that. Some of the times if they're buying off the state bid, you know, for a certain brand of tire, they're authorized distributors, and that could be the case here, but I'll find out, you know, the reason.
that'd be great, thank you.
Okay, any other questions? Comments? We have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have application for operator's license from the period of issuance of August 18th, 2015 to June 30th, 2017 for Kohler Lang. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Second, we have approval of two temporary operators licensed to be used September 18th through the 20th, 2015 for St. Paul's Fall Festival.
St.
To
Pat's.
get, pardon?
You said St. Paul's.
St. Pat's, excuse me. Fall Festival in the event to Gary Mayer and William Milbreath.
Move to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Discussion, possible action on a temporary Class B beer and Class B wine license for St. Patrick Parish on September 20th to 22nd. I believe this has been going on since Hector was a pup. So I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. I don't think anything has changed. Doesn't look like the area is the same and everything. Discussion? All those in favor?
Wait. Nancy's running up the, well, not running, but
Okay.
approaching the,
I didn't see you, Nancy.
That's fine.
What do you got?
The dates of the event are September 18th to 20th.
Okay. Then we need to change that because our sheet shows the 20th and the 22nd. So it's the 18th and the 20th.
18th through 20th, right?
Okay? Thank you. With that changes, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 6, discussion possible action on the retirement of city clerk, approved for updated position description, authorizing the city administrator to proceed with recruitment process.
Move to deny. Till after February, April?
November.
That day negotiable?
November.
Of next year.
Yeah.
I withdraw.
Yes, okay.
I'll move to approve.
Oh, is there a second?
Second.
Anything change in the description, Devin, that you put together?
The other one was pretty vague. I mean, it didn't have a lot of specifics, and I tried to, the other one had like 23 different categories of duties, so I tried to, you know, put them in small, you know, smaller number of categories and everything. Nancy and I talked about, you know, years of experience.
Election experience.
Well, the big thing is, I mean, everything is important, but someone with election experience is going to be the, you know, the big thing. Because licensing is a big part of our job too, but that stays relatively stable. But with the election changing and everything, so that'll be,
Okay.
so hopefully we'll find someone who's had experience as a clerk somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other comments or questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Discussion, possible action on the request to reallocate existing park capital project funds. Tom, is that you?
Sorry,
Is that you?
for the park trails?
Yep. I don't know if we should take the other one first but this is fine. So my question that I had on this is, we're not going to do these things we're not going to do the trails and not do the new trail in Grandview Park, no improvement?
The issue sheet for the 2015 trail improvements,
Yep.
The capital project funds, monies allocated were Prospect Park, $21,026.
Gotcha.
Lakefront Park, $10,000, Grandview Park, $15,000. So after we did some, initial cost and were estimates, of course, when we did more intense measurements and estimated unit prices, we came up with the proposed projects of the Prospect Park Pavilion from the bathhouse, or the restrooms up to the pavilion, Lakefront Park from behind Buckeye Garage, and a new trail from on the north end of the bathhouse, the boat launch, and Grandview Park trails, just improving of those trails, existing trails.
So we have 150 feet and it's going to be $29,000 roughly?
That's some unit prices that Tom estimated from just the costs that we have, some of the projects, the recent projects, even as early as this summer.
Okay. Is there a motion to go out for bids?
So moved.
Is there a second? I assume we want to go out for bids, correct?
Yep, that's where this, reallocating some of the funding is what we're looking for this evening.
As far as, because of the different locations?
Yeah, we had, the money's there, we're just asking to move it from, one fund to another, or one trail to another.
Okay. Is there, I don't know if there was a second, I don't think there was. I'll second it. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Discussion and possible action on bids for Burton Field Warming House and Bath Remodel to reallocate existing park capital projects. Tom?
Burton Park Warming House remodel, just for general information, this was done in-house. Special thanks to David Gray and Rhett from the building inspectors. Basically did the design, there was no engineering costs involved, so this is all in-house. We got specs from other projects and we compiled everything. We took measurements and designed the remodel from the existing shell and could make it work so it's all ADA compliant. And so we put the bids out and we received 2 bids. One from Skyline Renovations. The base bid was $110,558. Braden Construction came in at $118,700. We felt when we put the bids out that there was certain things that the Public Works Department could possibly do. So we included in the bids options for deducts where we could do, the City Public Works could do work. So we deducted option 19, 22, and 33, which are interior painting, exterior painting, and the concrete sidewalks around the pavilion. From Skyline Renovations, those deductions came to $5,950. So that dropped the initial, the base bid to $104,608. Monies allocated for this project was $86,700. So we're asking the Finance Committee to consider using the balance from Prospect Park roof project of $7,237. Grandview Park Playground, we have current balance of $9,230. A lot of work was done by the Faith Community Church from that week that they volunteered their time. Anderson Park, we had $4,000 for some work on basketball and the courts up there. And right now we're considering maybe the park board's considering different options for that park. So that's possibly some money that we could use to fund this project.
Comments, questions?
Question, Tom, I know at one time you talked about having a modular building put out there. What is this gonna look like when it's done? What is it gonna be?
This is gonna be, I'm sorry, I should have brought the plans down. I could actually go up and get them in between meetings, but this is gonna be the existing shell, which currently has a flat roof that's in need of repair. And we're gonna put a 4-foot high rafter on the front, and then we'll just it'll be a sloped roof with asphalt shingles. We're getting some new doorways put in, so they'll be all ADA compliant. There'll be sinks in there, and there'll be some electric heaters that's currently there, and just some new lighting and fans for exhaust.
It'll be a more usable structure.
Yeah. We talked about some precast structures, and even by the time we had one that was heated and with a warming house plus restrooms, that was over $200 and some thousand. So at that time we said that we're going to try to use the existing funds, use the current structure, and do the best we can with the money we have.
Tom, how big is that park? Acre and a half?
I believe so, yes. That park is used for, they have a playground in the southeast corner. They have 2 ball fields, and in the wintertime it's used for the hockey rink and open skating.
Is this it then? Are we done with, we're not gonna try and spend $500,000 on other improvements?
I think this was the reason for we said that future plans for Burton Park, this was gonna be the extent of any renovations to that park. We're not gonna move on with any total reconstruction of the park. We're gonna try to get the restroom, which is in need of repair, and this is gonna be it for that park.
So when you say $105,000 for a couple doorway widenings and a roof, you're telling me that's $105,000? Are you gonna do facilities, changing out the toilets, the sinks?
Yes, it'll be all stainless steel.
You're gonna gut it?
Yeah, it'll be all stainless steel toilets. Currently there's no sinks in there, so there's gonna be quite a bit of plumbing.
And the heaters are gonna be newer, the existing ones? Because the whole thing was to get a functional warming house.
Yep, actually the heaters will be in the warming house. There's gonna be exhaust fans. I think there's one door, there's 2 doors there. We're gonna just only have 1 door in there. We're gonna change some doors out on the other bathrooms so they can, they're wide enough for
Right.
be ADA compliant.
Okay.
Any other questions for Tom?
I'll move for approval as recommendation, staff recommendation.
Second?
Any other discussions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
Items for future agenda items.
Just the budget information due back to me by the 14th of September, so you as a committee will have to set some dates later in September to go through everything.
One of the sent an email to Devin last week, or maybe it was last week, about the possibility of a human resource person to look at trying to develop some standards for everyone and a full-time person to put these standards into place. We don't have those performance standards right now, and everybody's rated the same.
Yep.
And, you know, with all the stuff that's going on, it's really hard to put those things in place, and if we could hire someone, if possible, to get that thing developed, and it's not gonna happen overnight, but over the next year and a half, I think it'd be something worth exploring during budget time. I don't know, any thoughts on that, John?
I think it's a good idea, because part of this, when the union existed, the union did all the,
Yep.
everything. No, not having that, it's either you gotta outsource it or have someone here or both. So, yeah, I think it's a good idea.
I know we could hire a consultant, but I know that what you get, then it's done, and then somebody's gotta implement it.
Right.
Tom or Randy have any thoughts on it? I guess we can't really talk about it, but
I do want to help add, if we could add for the next agenda, find
Sure.
money for the chairs in here.
chairs?
Well, what we thought is the HVAC is gonna be done shortly, and hopefully there'll be some money left from there.
I'd just like to identify that. and
Okay,
get that.
we'll put it on the agenda.
Probably won't know that amount for a while, but, okay.
Anything else that you'd like to add to the agenda? All those in, adjourning? Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned, thank you.